Hey everybody, this is Smashing Game Time. We are three brothers who go through the back catalog of gaming's past. I am your host, Nick. Bottom left of me is Jake. Hi, Jake.
Hi. I'm not catty cornered. I'm just bottom left to you now.
You know, I'm stopping the caddy corner. You know what? I'm doing something different. And then to my left, no bottom, just left, it's Josh.
The reason he's changing it around is because we made fun of him for it.
All bottom.
Bullshit. This is a creative choice. Me and Caddy Corner had creative differences. We are parting ways for now, but maybe we'll collaborate later on. Yeah.
Next week.
Doubt it.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We're doing 2012 Q3 today. We've also got a fun little quiz that Josh put together for me and Jake to take that will determine what game Jake is speed capping a week from today.
Would you guys like to know what it is, or do you want to wait?
Go ahead and give us a little drizzle.
It's going to be all about 2012.
Like the year?
Like the year. And it's not gaming. Just 2012. I'll leave it like that and I'll explain more later, but 2012, the year.
Okay.
It's a gaming podcast, you asshat.
It's just about the year.
So we could do movies about ending the world. Yeah, suck my dick, apparently.
The first question would be like, what is the first number in the year? 2012.
Hey, I did better this time, okay? It's not going to be like Jakey Boy Kaufman or Nick Fat Knight good, but it'll be Joshy Boy Kaufman good.
How many years are in the year?
Make your own name? Josh, I'm Josh Sane.
That's so mean, Jake. That's so mean.
It'll get better.
Before we get started, as always, we are a Trident Network family podcast. Check out our siblings. Check out what they're doing over there. They're having a lot of fun. As always, you can find us on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Rate and review us on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you get your podcasts. We want 5 stars, so please just give us 5 stars.
No,
you don't want me to say
1 star. That at least means you're listening, giving us good criticism. But
what?
I mean, I'd rather take 1 star than no stars.
That's fair.
No, but if you have no stars, but have one person do 5 stars, then you're fine.
3 stars.
You know, if every person listening to this gives us 1 star, we will have more stars than what we have right now.
How many stars do we have now?
5 stars. We are a 5-star podcast. Help us keep it going, please. What's everybody been doing with their week? We're coming off a Labor Day weekend. We took last week off. I myself, I'll start. I usually don't start, but I played Restless Soul. Actually reviewed it. The review is up on Game Chronicles right now.
Oh, here we go.
It's a fun little game. It's like a bullet hell light type game, but it's more focused on being funny, and it gets kind of annoying. It can get annoying because every room you enter, there has to be a joke said. Otherwise, it's a great game. But it is funny. It is funny. It just kind of like, it's like, okay, I get it. You guys are fucking hilarious. Like, come on.
Takes away from the game.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, you know someone who's funny, but they can't turn it off. They won't stop doing it. You're like, dude, you're fucking funny. Stop. It feels desperate. Stop.
It's in my name. I get it.
You want to choke them. You're like, stop it. But it was fun. And then I've been playing, can I say that I'm playing this? Let me check. Yeah, I think so. In retrospect, it's a platform runner off Steam. I don't know who is that. The dev on that one is developed by. Why don't they tell you on the game? But you have to go to the store page. They don't want to tell you after you've already bought it. Paper Salamander Games. Pretty cool logo. It's also okay. It's a runner. You're picking up different things, and like the story between the levels changes based off of the pickup. So if you picked up a bunch of hearts, your life was based off of like love. If you picked up, I'm still working on the review. I don't know how I fully feel about this one yet. It's a game that only takes like an hour or two. Could easily be something that you'd see on like mobile though.
Spoiler, guys. He's just ready to get back to Boyfriend Dungeon.
I am.
Yep.
The music in retrospect, really good though. Really gives me like a house music vibe almost. Other than that, not too much else going on. I placed in Austin Film Festival, which is one of the bigger screenplay contests. I'm a second rounder. didn't get through to the semifinals, but in the top 20% of like one of the best screenplay contests. I'll take it. It's okay.
Who'd you lose to?
Everybody else. Those things are a crapshoot. So really, like first of all, you have to write a great script. Check. Second, you have to hope that you get good readers. We got a few. And all your stuff's not always going to click. Just like, the people who leave this podcast 1 star. We're not going to click with everybody. It's just it's podcast business, okay?
Well, I've got to circle back to what you just said. It's crapshoot, but you went ahead and placed yourself in it. So
that is correct.
Oh, let me translate for that. You're a piece of shit.
You're second round, but you fucking suck.
Second round of how many rounds, Nick?
It goes second round, semifinals, finals.
Okay, so you did better than a majority of people. So you're not complete shit. You're just
so
shit.
In most seasons of Pokemon, when Ash is out like pretty early on, he wins like a round or two, and then he's knocked out, and he watches a few rounds go by. That's where I'm at right now. And that's an okay spot to be.
You're talking about when he goes to the Pokemon tourney, like the big ones, where he finally just won one like this year or last year.
He just won one this year. But I think, that's the most realistic thing about those Pokemon shows is that, like,
Ash never wins.
It's fucking hard to win shit. And looking back at Pokemon now, I'm like, I'm glad he didn't fucking win. Fuck him.
But here's the
thing. Here's the thing. Ash is still the same age as he was from the beginning.
Me and Jake are thinking on the same wavelength right now. He literally. So the thing is, yes, it's more realistic that he loses, but the unrealistic thing is he has so much fucking time to like. Literally, he's still 15 and he's getting better. We're in our almost 30s.
Yeah, you're a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah, you're dying, Nick. You are slowly dying.
Ash just fucking hit puberty. He's like, Mom, I'm a Pokemon master.
I'm gonna play with my balls.
I'm gonna go play with them. Oh, that Ash, so nice going to play with his Pokeballs.
We know old man Oak is just doing his mom.
Oh, he's pounding the shit, and he's got Mr. Mime watching in the background recording it.
I have a theory that like Ash and Gary were like just these asshole kids, and he's like, "How the fuck do? Hey, you guys know when kids turn 10, they're supposed to go out on Pokemon adventures, right?" And they're like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, all the kids are doing it. If you don't do it, your kid's gonna fall behind." And then they just fucking, here's a Pikachu, get the fuck out of here.
All I'm thinking right now is Mr. Mime with the camera going, Mr. Mime, Mr. Mime.
If you're listening to the audio, Josh moved his arm in a, I believe it's an up and down motion, while his other hand was holding a camera, and he mimicked, for lack of a better term, he mimed Mr. Mime.
Whoever's editing needs to blur Josh out during that scene.
Oh, I dropped my fucking banana. Josh, what have you been up to?
I've been working. I actually have a huge project coming up next week. I'm going to be out of town and talking to a bunch of old people.
Hugo,
can you talk to us about that project? Are you under an NDA?
No, I can talk about it. Basically, just going around and talking, fiscal year end shit and how we can help you improve your business. And yeah, that's basically it. It's nothing fun. Like I said, it's insurance shit.
Okay.
I just have to go because I'm one of the people who has to go.
because you know what's going on.
Anything else besides your insurance fraud?
No, not really. I mean, just getting ready for my Steam Deck. I should knock on wood, everyone. 2 weeks, have the order in, and before the end of the month, have it in my hands, and you'll never see me again.
Yes. Add that to all the other consoles gathering dust on your shelves.
Wait, is this why all of Josh's Steam library is just now porn games?
Yes.
Oh, sick fuck.
And I've got, what is it? Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball 3 for the Nintendo Switch coming in. Imported from Japan.
I didn't realize they're already on a third one. For the Nintendo Switch, nonetheless.
The Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
well, you gotta think one of them was for the GameCube.
Josh, your stick shift, it's drifting. But it's drifting weirdly.
Sticks.
It's like sticky.
It's sticking to the left. What the hell?
Says here that you have 1,200 hours in the game. What's that?
But you're level 1.
What's up with that? You unlocked every character.
I just like the design and the characters and their backstories are all really, really great. And of course, you have all the different outfits. Like, it's a great game all in all.
I really care about their career of
Is
beach volleyball.
Is it like Quagmire when he learns about porn on the internet? He's been gone for 2 weeks and he comes out and his right arm is just massive.
Next thing you know, Josh is gonna say the house is haunted because we always see him in ectoplasm.
Oh,
Ghost
everywhere. Did you see that?
Guys, I swear. Jake, what have you been up to?
Oh man, my turn. Okay, so a lot of updates in many of the video games I play. Teamfight Tactics has a new set that came out this week. Pokemon Unite has been very fun. They kind of fixed a few things.
Forgot about Pokemon Unite.
It's fun. Brawlhalla came out with a new update. Announced a new update. It's gonna be awesome. Where they add a new rank system. Thank God, because we needed it. Multiverses came out with a new character, Gizmo, from Gremlins. So that was pretty cool.
Add Walter White.
No, fuck that guy. They're still pushing it. I don't understand why people are still pushing that. It's killing me. And then they'll add other like characters that damn well are never going to make it in. I mean, come on.
Add Batman Beyond, you cowards.
Batman's already in.
Batman, I want Batman Beyond. I want Terry McGinnis.
So someone actually did like a Batman Beyond mod for Batman.
Okay.
It looks okay. I think his chest is a little too big.
Well, the comic version's he kind of has more of a barrel chest.
Yeah.
Now it could always be Bruce Wayne before he gave up the Batman.
True.
There have actually been a bunch of mods that have caused people to get banned.
But they
or deal with like copyright strikes.
I would say like Velma in like a birthday suit or something, some stupid shit.
Or like Spider-Man. People putting Spider-Man as a character. There's been a bunch of mods lately. Now everyone's like stopped using them because of copyright issues.
Yeah, they had
that's how it is. It's business.
They had that mod where Batman went down on Harley Quinn. They're like, heroes don't do that.
I haven't watched season 3 yet of Harley Quinn. I think I started like the first episode.
I got to finish season 2. Season 2 is really good.
It's okay. It's okay.
I like that the villains all split up Gotham, and she's like, oh, fuck that.
Here's the more important question, you two. Rick and Morty. Did you watch it?
Okay, so the first episode was okay. I don't think it was the best one though.
I heard it's more of like a reminiscent type deal.
It felt too short.
Yeah.
It felt too short, yeah, and it was kind of like a let's get everyone back together kind of episode.
It almost also felt like hey, like people are being annoying about this shit. Let's close the, like it kind of like this is season 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like, hey, let's take care of some stuff so people shut the fuck up. Because coming off of Evil Morty like they did, they were gonna have to do some more old stuff. Because if you do the Evil Morty stuff and then you come back and it's just imagine it's the first episode, the Olympus episode from the season 5. Imagine you come back from Evil Morty to that, and people are like, "What the fuck? We want more of the old stuff."
Stuff.
They did. I did see that they announced that they're going to try to do a new season of Rick and Morty every year instead of waiting 2 years or whatever.
I kind of hope they do a Solar Opposites crossover.
Oh, I could see them do that. Maybe. I don't know.
Because I watched season 3 recently, and I think I like Solar Opposites better.
I keep hearing the wall stuff is the best part of Solar Opposites.
The wall stuff is so good.
That's the only reason why I'm tempted to watch it.
I only watched the first episode.
But the aliens are also fucking hilarious. They're just so stupid.
The other thing is that Rick and Morty fans kind of ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, that's why you ignore them. You know how you shut a Rick and Morty fan up?
Shoot him in the head.
That or Or if you don't want to go to jail, you just close the laptop.
They have to prove that I did it. Okay.
It's
I
not
do
hard.
like on multiverses Morty's Morty's voice acting because it's actually the guy that does Morty.
Oh, they got
So, like,
Justin Roiland for it.
I believe they got him. But like when Morty's screaming, it's so funny.
That's the one thing I wish I could do in his voice. Like that's the one thing I don't feel confident in doing. I could do just about anything else but that.
Whoa.
That and I love when you kill someone off off the side because that's the only way off the screen. The screaming sun, I love it.
I feel like because they have that one Rick and Morty, that Rick and Morty level you're just talking about. I feel like there's like if they added that butt world, which they won't because they're like we can't have Batman in butt world.
Yes, you can.
That would be so awesome.
And I do like how the voice actors, depending on the characters, like what they say is different. So like they have so many different like customizations with the voice actors. But I mean, Batman says badass. I'm waiting for someone to say shit and whatever. But with it being a WB game, I'm not sure they're gonna go that far.
Shit, these fucking multiverses are everywhere.
Like I want Rick to like burp and like
Go fuck
call
yourself.
someone. Yeah.
Doesn't WB have TV rights to WWE right now?
I don't know, but they better not. I could see them bring a WWE person in it. I mean, there's so many endless like things they can do. There's so many. I've kind of looked up like a bunch of WB stuff. They could do the Matrix if they wanted to.
Also, I think they've got some Lord of the Rings rights. I also think aren't they housed under the same? Aren't they like the same umbrella family as the Mortal Kombat people?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're right.
But it's like they could do Lord of the Rings. They could do, fuck.
Was Dune? I think Dune was on there too.
Dune was in there too.
Put Paul in there.
DC, you have almost every DC character you can put in there.
Yeah, how's WB fucking all this shit up?
Black Adam's in the list. He's on the main screen right now.
Dude, is it like a comic Black Adam, or do they have the guy behind me like his skin?
I think it's comic because they don't have a Dwayne skin, and that would probably I think they would have to do more for that to happen. I think they have to get Dwayne, to want to do it, which I'm surprised he wouldn't.
Put Richie Rich. Put
I don't
Richie
think
Rich.
kids know what that is. I'm surprised some of these kids know what the Gremlins are.
I think Richie Rich is WB. I'd have to double check. I remember watching that VHS to death, and like it start womp 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 womp, and Bugs Bunny takes a chomp out of that carrot.
I was reading some of the tweets when they announced the Gremlins, Gizmo and Stripes, and some people were just like, "I don't know what that is," and I'm like, "I'm not surprised you don't know what that is."
Dude, what the fuck is a gremlin?
My question is, when are we gonna get? Do they have ET yet?
ET is ET WB?
Just
No,
call him,
ET's
just call him
WB.
AT.
No, I said ET.
You said ET.
I
I don't know if he's WB.
He might
I'm
be
pretty
WB.
sure. I thought
I mean-
ET was WB.
Dude, just give me Static Shock. Holy hell!
Static shot. Gotta beep beep. Gotta beep beep beep. I'm surprised I'm surprised they haven't done more with that.
It's hard. You can't even find like a what's it called? You can't find like a seasoned DVD for Static Shock.
That's
you'd have to,
Universal, never
I think
mind.
you might have to go the pirating way. You know who else I'm surprised not in multiverses? We're not trying to turn this into multiverses talk, but Beast Boy.
Yeah, Teen Titans. A lot of people want them. More specifically, they've been asking for Raven.
I
No,
know
Raven-
Raven. Those sick fucks. I know why they want Raven.
Do you know who
Yeah.
I want on there? Because I keep seeing videos of it, and it kind of makes me want to go back and watch it again. That Mr. X guy. Who first Robin used it as a persona to.
Robin's
Yes.
disguise. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
but then
yeah.
someone else took it. That'd be a cool one to have in there. 'cause
That
it's
would
not
be a cool
universally known.
skin. That'd be
Yeah.
a cool skin. Another Harry Potter has potential to be on there.
I don't want nothing to do with Harry Potter.
But
at
then
this
you have to
point.
give J.K. Rowling some money.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
true.
she comes out of work and says something.
That Harry Potter
bigoted.
Legacy game looks pretty dope.
I'm
they don't have
I'm
Quidditch.
over it.
They don't have Quidditch. I don't want it now.
Yeah, they don't have Quidditch, you're right.
Like, let's face it, if everybody's gonna go there, we don't give a shit about what house we're in. We don't give a shit what magic we do. We all want to play Quidditch, and we can't.
Oh, I like how fast things have turned on Quidditch, because when I went to college, no less than 10 years ago, Quidditch was like the rec game to be playing. And now you look at it, and those kids get stuffed in college lockers, if those are the thing.
So I'm just gonna like speed run a kind of a bunch of stuff that's WB. So you got Crypto, the dog, you know, Superman's dog, Crypto.
Yep.
Obviously Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, It. I don't see It being on there. It's not really kid friendly. Clint Eastwood. Not sure if that's possible.
I mean, nobody knows what Gremlins is, and fucking Gremlins are in there.
Yeah, but I mean, It is, you know, it's newer. Beetlejuice is a potential.
Okay.
A lot of the family Halloween stuff. So like, maybe. Oh no, those are all weird. I thought it was gonna be like Jack Skellington or something, but that's Disney.
Jack Skellington's Disney.
Supernatural.
Sure,
Yeah, I know, right?
Why not?
I mean, Dean and Sam. Why not throw them in there?
Yeah, they have like a lot of HBO shows that are pretty in there. Hell, they could add a Friends character in there if they wanted to.
Wait a minute, roll back.
Be there for you.
Roll back real quick. You said they have a bunch of HBO shows on there.
That are WB, yeah.
Is by chance Curb Your Enthusiasm on that list?
Just put JB Smooth in there. Larry, you get up in that ass?
People want Joker in there. I was like, you guys are gonna kill me if they put. I mean, Joker is potential. Harley's in there, but
I mean, you gotta put. I mean, you can't have Batman without Joker.
Oh, you know what they should put in there? And I'm looking at this. The Falcon guy from Scooby Doo.
Yep.
Okay,
Blue Falcon.
that'd be cool.
Do Space
Yeah, he
Ghost.
would
Do
be
Craig
dope.
from Space Ghost.
Yeah,
All
they have a
right.
lot of potential.
We
All
can
right, I'm
name
moving on.
WB characters all day, but Jake has to pay the piper for failing last week.
Oh,
for
Jake,
losing
hey,
last week's speed cap to Josh by the
All right.
by the hair on his teeth. So Jake, Josh, what was the love letter to again?
To the now canceled Netflix Resident Evil show, and you know, just all of its greatness.
All right, Jake, go ahead.
From the heart. Cue that love music. Cue that violin, whatever love-making ass hat instrument you use. Dear Resident Evil Netflix series adaptation, my ass is yours. I thought we saw the last of Wesker in Resident Evil, but as soon as I noticed that Wesker was a black actor played by, well, I mean, he's a black actor, black guy played by Lance Riddick, I knew things were about to get hot and heavy. Oh, I love the monsters you guys introduced in the first season alone. The only season. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Lickers. Lick my ass. Zombies. A giant caterpillar. I never knew that was possible. And of course, my favorite, and they showed him at the end, the giant crocodile. It was awesome.
Do the right stuff.
I knew Umbrella wasn't done. I knew they were still coming. And I mean, they were coming. Oof, they were coming.
Sweet.
But this is future. And I loved everything you guys put in the first season. And I'm sorry you guys are canceled. Sincerely, your butt lover, Jakey Boy Kaufman. P.S. Psych! I don't love any of that. Please leave Lance Reddick alone. Let him do better content. I love his voice acting. They ruined everything. The only cool thing about that damn series was that crocodile. That was the only cool thing.
Dude, you had me.
They had
You had me really worried. I thought you were about to go on an anti-Lance Reddick as Wesker rant. I was like, oh no, I don't think we're gonna be able to air this love letter.
So he was the only good thing about the show, and then the giant crocodile at the end. They had some like fat white guy, who was okay, but he was like cheesy, cringy, funny, and he ended up dying anyway.
Well, yeah, if you're the comic relief, 9 times out of 10 you're dying. They did it to Mike Epps. They did it to Mike Epps in the original movies.
The main characters, the sisters, they were just awful people. Both of them were just awful people in the show.
So I haven't watched it, but I'm guessing, is the vibe supposed to be like a CW, like young adult vibe?
No.
Because that's the vibe I was getting from the trailers.
No. I mean,
I can do you one better. Know what vibe I was getting? Do you know that new movie for what's his name? It's gonna bother me. Um,
Use your words,
Bullet
podcast
Train.
man.
Bullet Train.
no, Beast. It's Idris Elba.
Idris Elba's the lion movie, the Jaws but with a lion.
That's what it kind of gives me the vibe of, because it's like you're looking at it and you're kind of like, okay, you like this. We're watching the trailer and it's like really dark and mysterious. You're like, okay, but then you realize it's all about tigers and you're like,
Yeah, it's just a dumb
seriously?
line. Yeah,
Seriously?
I think I can see that. It's more of like a show that's on the Sci-Fi Channel that doesn't last long.
Has better quality than
See,
the
but I
Sci-Fi
feel like
Channel.
I feel like the Sci-Fi Channel's come a long way because people really like that Chucky show they're doing. And then wasn't The Expanse on there until it got canceled?
Yep,
I don't
and
know
then they
about
also did that.
I know
it's a show on
Eureka.
there now with that alien, who's like the doctor. Apparently, that's really good, but I can't see it. Every time I see trailer or commercials for it, I'm like, people actually watch this crap?
Who's watching this stuff?
Yeah, and like I just hate how like they didn't really. I don't know. The main characters they're not cool. Like I wanted to see more of Wesker, but like I don't know, it's just weird.
Well, Jake, I'm glad that you got to pronounce your love to them and say goodbye to them while they're on their way out. Maybe the next Resident Evil adaptation will stay and love you back. Maybe. I doubt it, though.
At this point, I think Resident Evil has been shot in the foot way too many times to fix that. I don't think it's ever going to see the light of day.
Now we'll get some poor Silent Hill shows.
I feel like Halo was probably better than Resident Evil.
Oh no. We're gonna cut this part off before you start saying something crazy, Jake.
Moving on. Who's ready to talk about some games in 2012?
I am. You guys ready to do 2012 Q3?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Q3. August 21st. Get ready. It's getting ready to get toxic in here, everybody. August 21st, we got Counterstrike Global Offensive, or as the kids call it, Counterstrike Go, or CSGO.
Who calls it Counter-Strike Go?
Yeah, come on, boomer.
The kids call it
Jesus.
Counter-Strike Go. I know the
they
kids.
They call it CSGO.
All right, what's the difference? Enlighten me, kids. What's the difference between CS and CSGO?
Updated.
Yeah. Well, so actually in this video, if you're watching it, if not, I recommend you getting on here just to see this or looking up the video. They actually do a side-by-side comparison. So what you're seeing right now is the 2012 video of what Dust 2 used to look like. And then here in a little bit, I believe it goes up to 2020 or 2021. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it shows you how much it's changed over the years. Because obviously, this game is almost over 10 years old, or is over 10 years old at this point now.
Still,
And it's a completely different game.
Oh wow, that does look a lot better.
Oh, that's 6 years, even better. Like, yeah, it shows you like that's just 6 years ago, and they've changed it so much more.
this game is one of the biggest esports around the world. Still,
But Nick, to answer your question, the difference between CS and CS:GO, other than weapons, design, and everything like that, there really isn't much of a difference. It's just an updated game, really. I would say if you want to go back and do fun stuff, so like if you're like into Gary's mod, for example, that actually still uses a lot of the old sources from like Counter-Strike and Counter-Strike Source.
Now, are there purists that are like CS purists? Are like, oh, Go is the worst thing that's ever happened to the series.
There is, but I would say people who play CS:GO outnumber that completely and are able to hold the pillow over their counterparts' heads until they no longer push and kick.
They stop breathing. R.I.P. Queen.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, just in 6 years alone, obviously we're now 4 years further into that now because of the video, but you can tell a huge difference in those 6 years.
Hold on, let me see if I can click into 2021.
I don't think it does. I think it sticks to 2018, 2012.
I mean, yeah, I see you guys playing this all the time, and I'm like, yeah, because I got into the Shadowrun shooter back in the day, where it has the same opening. Everyone starts with a pistol. You can buy some weapons based on how the last round went, and it's basically team deathmatch.
I missed that game. That was such a good game.
But this one's a little more grounded. You know, there aren't ogres or elves running around.
So, in my opinion, with this is it's definitely one of those games where the community is very toxic, and I think that's just about every esport game at this point. Is the communities are so toxic, and I don't understand it.
I think Valorant's getting. I think I think more than any other genre, I think shooter esports are probably the most toxic.
Yes, but it's one of those things where it's like I understand that you're playing a game to win, but it's a game, and you're like. Leave like do you like look I mean just for an example, look at everybody who gets pissed at people who say Titanfall 2 is such a good game, because it is
So good.
and then come to Apex Legends and go, oh, Titanfall 2 is garbage. No, it's not, because that's what led up to Apex Legends. You cannot sit here and say that Titanfall sucks, because that is the world. Without Titanfall, you don't have Apex.
Yeah, you're welcome, fuckers.
And it's the same thing with games like this. Like, if you didn't have CSGO, you wouldn't have Valorant. You wouldn't have... I mean, there's so many games that they've just introduced to the world. And it's like, if you want your games to stay alive, you have to embrace them as they are and the people that join them.
All right.
Well,
All
I
right,
think-
here we go.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, this is the Jakey Takey, okay?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God.
So when it comes to esports, especially games like CSGO, League of Legends, even Valorant, you're going to have people that, doesn't matter if it's ranked or casual, they're still going to be assets. They're going to be so toxic because they want to win, whatever. And it's because the game's so old, people think that new players need to already know the basics, the fundamentals of the game, because a lot of people don't. There's still thousands, millions of players that have never played these games. But these games are so old, it got to the point where people are like, you should know how, you should study. And people don't study. People just play. The games are meant for entertainment, but a lot of people, they want to make something out of it.
I agree with that. I also think that the unique thing about esports is, all right, if you think of like basketball, there can only be there's only one big basketball league. That's the one we're all going off of. We're all following the NBA. Some people might follow the WNBA. Some people might follow like a smaller league overseas. Otherwise, NBA. I look at esports and I'm like, okay, what's the shooter we're all following? I think Valorant's probably the biggest right now, right?
I would say it's pretty much up there, tied with CS:GO for sure.
So Valorant's gonna be like, hey, we're the shooter esport. Come over here, you fucks. And like they're gonna be people who stay down on this side of CS:GO before I come and get flamed in the comments. But yeah, they're going to be people who stay, but a lot of people are going to go where the popularity is. And then so the people who stay with CSGO are like the grizzled veterans who like, oh, these kids. Yeah, so I'm agreeing with you, Jake. They're going to be, oh, these kids, they don't know. But I mean, you kind of got to have people in your community that like take those new folks under your wing or games die.
Yeah,
Well-
there's moments where people actually did leave CS:GO for Valorant, either because the game is frustrating and they want a new fresh view in the shooter genre, or there have actually been players that have been perma-banned from CS:GO, and the closest thing to CS:GO was Valorant.
They're like, let me see what I can do over here before I
Yeah,
get
but
banned.
then there's been moments where like CS:GO actually made like major changes, updates to where players left Valorant, go back to CS:GO, go back home.
Well, let's not forget the biggest part. I say that what is the biggest part of CS:GO? Cosmetics.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
no,
actually good.
No,
Good.
no.
People
Lose their
love it.
fucking minds. I don't understand. Okay, so first off, I cannot justify dropping $2.99 for a fucking key to get a fucking shitty cosmetic that if I was like, you know what, I actually don't like this one, turn around and sell it, I'm only gonna get 2 cents for it. The fuck you mean? The fuck you mean?
But you know what? I've watched Mikey open some of those, and it's kind of addicting watching people do it.
It is, but my whole thing is how? How can you justify? So you have 10 boxes? That's $30 that you're fucking spending for something that, if you're lucky and you hit that 0.002% chance of getting it, or such level, it's mind-boggling that people will sit here like, yeah, man, I spent like $3,000 to get this $100 knife. It was totally worth it. Oh, you mean you spent $3,000 to get a fucking cosmetic digital item that here in the next 20 years won't even fucking exist?
That wasn't Mikey,
Great.
was it?
No.
Okay.
No, but Mikey did get a knife that gave him a lot of money.
No, it's just how people justify their spending when they're like, yeah, man, I've been playing this game for 10 years and I spent like $30 every week, add that all up, and I would probably spend close to like $10,000, but I got this really cool knife. Like,
Well, and thankfully,
good fucking job. You spent $30,000 for a shitty knife.
thankfully we
Good
got away
fucking
from the
job,
loot
man.
crate side of things, because when I think loot crates, I think mobile games. I think this. I think Overwatch. Still, maybe I might have gotten rid of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
And then I think Gwent, and
I
like other
think-
card games.
I liked it back in the day when PUBG didn't have all the keys you needed to open crates. You just got them, and then you could sell them on Steam for major dough.
Forgot about that.
You know what I
It was
miss? Companies that didn't fucking shake the wallets of their people to fucking make a living. Guess what? If your game was actually good and have longevity, you didn't have to worry about getting cosmetics.
Yeah, CS:GO.
No, that's just not CSGO. That's every fucking shooter, mainly shooter, I would say. But every game out there that has cosmetics that are free, aka you have to spend money, you're an asshole. Go fuck yourself. Go back to your round table. Fist fuck each other. It pisses me off because that's what everybody's doing. We're going straight into the let's make you spend money on stuff that it doesn't really give you an advantage, or it's not. You know what I mean?
I have an example of a game, I have an example of a game that actually like kind of like changed that around and made it a better experience. So League of Legends has like events almost going on monthly, and all you gotta do is play the damn game, and you get like chests and coins that allow to randomly pick or randomly give you a skin or whatever, and like you can get in-game currency to unlock that skin.
So essentially, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a battle pass, but you don't have to pay for the battle pass.
Yes.
Basically.
You just gotta play.
Yes, but they do have like passes that give you more
Right.
more things to gain more coins. But yes, you don't have to do it. Not to mention, there's the thing where like if you have like skins that you're not interested in, or you don't have it for a character, or you already own it, they have a system where like you can put 3 random skins in a like grab bag, basically tribute those to get a permanent skin for a character you already own, and it's pretty cool.
Okay, so yeah, so stuff like that, that's fine because one, you don't have to shell out money, and if you do, it's optional. You don't necessarily have to do it. That I like. But then you get like Call of Duty, who's like, yeah, if you want all these new 3 maps and all these new cosmetics, not only do you have to pay $20, $30 for the battle pass, but then you have to pay an additional $60 for our season pass. And it's only going to cover the first year.
We're gonna move off of CS:GO.
Let's go.
We're moving on from CS:GO, ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen. I know
shows.
I was waiting for it. Everyone was waiting for it. Up next, we're going to stay on the same source engine, though, I believe. September 14th. It's kind of. Black
think it is.
Black Mesa came out.
Yes.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
Josh,
Okay,
this
so-
is Josh's thing right here.
Okay, so technically it wasn't fully released until 2020. However, in 2005 to 2012, there was a group who eventually become known as the Crowbar Collective. They basically were like, hey, we're tired of waiting for like a remastered or a more betterly polished Half-Life. So they were like, let's mod Half-Life to show better graphics. And what actually ended up happening is Valve was kind of like, hey, we like this idea. We're going to give you the thumbs up. We want you to do it. So they are actually able to turn their mod of Half-Life into an actual game, which they end up calling Black Mesa. So it's essentially just a beautifully polished and better looking Half-Life. So what
Did-
you're seeing here is the mod.
Did
Or not the mod,
Valve
this is
throw
the-
them? Did Valve throw the Crowbar Collective money, or were they like, nah, just go?
No, so it's more like they just gave them like the tools to be able to do it. It's like they let them use the source engine and stuff. So like I said, this is what you're seeing right here is essentially still technically the mod. It's not like they didn't have an official release until 2020, but it's still considered a release because it's not a Half-Life. This is its own thing, its own game release.
And are they charging for it or is it free?
So this one was free at the time. To actually play it now, you do have to pay for it, but it's not a super expensive game. I think I found it for like $10 and MSRP is like $20.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so like I said, that's all it is. It's showing you that if given the right group of people and a company that's willing to give them a try, or who's willing to be like, hey, yeah, we like the idea, we just don't want to do it, go ahead. This is an example of what could happen. Like, think of all the games from your childhood that you wish was redone or looked better. Just imagine the possibility if those companies looked at somebody who's like interested and willing to shield out the time and the effort to do it and give them the green light. This is the possibility.
I mean, yeah, it takes a lot of things going right at that time. I think Valve having Steam at this point, and like, we don't want to make games anymore. I think it was a perfect storm for them.
Yes.
All right, that was Black Mesa.
Yeah, it was a quick one, guys, but it's just one of those good tell stories.
Hey, I didn't have to edit anything out of that.
You're welcome.
Up next, September 14th, and I didn't realize this game was this old. I thought this game was like as recent as like 2014, 2015, just because it seems that small. September 14th, FTL, Faster Than Light. This is I guess you'd call it it's almost like a tower defense game. Basically, you're on a ship. You have these different control points on the ship. Stuff will be coming around you. You'll move around the ship. Let's see so you're on the inside. It's, I guess you'd call it top-down isometric. I chose this because this dev team would eventually go on to do Into the Breach. And so I think it's just a great 1-2 punch. Because if you look at it, they did this and then they did Into the Breach. And you're like, these guys are like really good. And I mean, I think Faster Than Light still had support going into 2016 or 2017. There were some additions added. So just the fact that this game had such long legs. And let me see if this gameplay will take off. I've played a little bit of it. I'm more of an Into the Breach fan, but Into the Breach doesn't happen without this game.
And then if I remember correctly, this is technically a roguelite, isn't it?
I don't know if they describe it like that technically. I'm pulling up their page real quick. I do have it downloaded. I've played a total of 40 minutes of it.
Oh.
I know, I'm a pro.
You must know so much about the game.
Roguelike. It's okay. Called. I hate it when they do this. When they do the roguelike.
That makes no sense.
So it's the galaxy. So if you're watching the video, the few times they've pulled out and you've seen the stars, that galaxy is randomly generated. Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, they got their start on and I kind of remember it, but at the same time, it's been 10 years, guys. It's been longer than that actually since they did it. They had a Kickstarter for this one, didn't they? Or was it the advanced one that they had the Kickstarter for?
Might have been the advanced one. I'm going to check Kickstarter real quick. Because I don't believe... See, Kickstarters are it's so weird thinking that Kickstarter's been around this long as well. Maybe? I don't know. My internet.
I could have sworn it was... I believe it was... This game was a Kickstarter, and then they had... There was another game at the time that was...
Yep, Kickstarter.
Okay. I said, I knew it was this one. There was one other one that they consider like one of the huge like focal points for video games in the Kickstarter world. Successful campaigns.
I don't think the Kickstarter world really took off gaming wise until right around the time of Shovel Knight and Mighty Number 9.
Right, but this is one of the successes of, hey, this is what happens when you have people who know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, and so these guys ended up raising $200,000 their goal was 10,000. They ended up raising 200,000. So, yeah, you
Impressive.
did it. You did it, guys.
We got him.
We'll get more into because games on Kickstarter fascinate me. I'd like to eventually write a book about successful and unsuccessful like Kickstarter campaigns.
What would you say, in your opinion, is the most successful Kickstarter game?
Well,
Based on your knowledge.
how do you define success? Is it money raised or is it life after?
Both. I would say like the hype and how long the hype stayed and how long, how they're currently doing in today's modern standards.
I would probably say Shovel Knight.
Just because it had, I mean, I can see that. I mean, it was, if correct me if I'm wrong, 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One.
They just put it out on all the
Switch.
different online systems for online stores for PC. It's on Switch, but also look at what they did. They had 3 separate sets of DLC that they released over like a 4-year window.
Yep.
And then and that was all free. They also added, I believe, multiplayer.
And let's not forget replayability, because didn't they have like introduce a harder mode, new game plus mode?
Yeah. So they went all in, and I really think we could do like a freaking Kickstarter episode. I think that'd be fun. But
Yeah.
we'll get to Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's coming up. It'll be here before we know it. Let's close. Sorry, I have to hit the buttons instead of that button over there. Closing up the night. I never dabbled, but September 25th, World of Warcraft Mist of Pandaria.
Ooh.
All right, World of Warcraft geeks, take it away.
So, Mist of Pandaria is just another expansion of the WoW world of Azeroth, I think.
Yeah,
That's the world?
Yes.
Or is
So-
that just like part of the land?
It might be part of the lands. Either way. So following up Cataclysm, you introduced the monk fighting class, and then you had the new race, the Pandarians. Other than that, really, if I remember correctly, the only really new stuff, they added like a challenge mode, and then they let you do like pet battles, I think. That's about it.
Yeah, there wasn't much to this one, I believe. I think it wasn't like that big of a deal compared to like other ones like Wrath of the Lich King, which is now on Classic, by the way. Not a plug. I hate how they are just doing that. They're bringing everything back from Classic. It's like you guys are kind of running out of things. I mean, I know Blizzard's kind of in a hole right now, but
So my
My
whole
whole classic back again.
So I would say here's my thing. We're gonna get to a point where like the new WoW or the current WoW is so far ahead. The classic WoW is gonna be where we're at currently, and they're gonna be like, you guys liked classic WoW so much, we're doing the classic
look,
WoW.
have you guys even tried Classic?
I
No.
tried it and I couldn't.
Okay,
do it.
so Classic, what was so bad about it, especially when it launched, was that the queue was so stupid long, and then like to actually like do quests, you had to wait. Like there's actually a line. People were
Yep,
actually
I remember that.
waiting their avatars in line behind one another to kill one thing. It was the dumbest, funniest thing I've ever seen.
That sounds about right.
I see WoW, and I think, you know how like when you're a kid and you have a beer and you're like, I'm so drunk. WoW is that, and I think like, all right, kid, grow up and play Final Fantasy 14, which is just like drink a bunch of liquor.
So there was a player that happened to do this. Like he challenged himself to get max character of Pandarian, without choosing Horde or Alliance. Basically, he stayed on the island. And so it was like the start of the tutorial island for the panda race, and he maxed out his character.
Oh wait, don't you have to pick?
No, like you don't like you. I guess this race got both Horde and Alliance, I believe.
Like when you create the character, don't you have to pick if you're Horde or Alliance? Like, isn't that the whole shtick?
I don't know, but what he basically did not leave the island.
I mean that alone is his own feat, because I imagine he was probably only getting like 2 experience points per kill.
Well, it's just like that episode of South Park when they're
Yeah.
just fighting boars.
In the beginning area, yeah, they're fighting more
Yeah, but it was a big deal. Like I saw like some other YouTube channels actually like doing like I guess videos over it. Like I know the Score Esports was he had a moment there, but it was pretty interesting that he did that. I forget how long it took him, but yeah.
I mean, at this point, the only thing I see WoW that was even relevant and even makes me laugh is just the South Park episode. That is essentially what WoW is and was, minus the player killing.
That guy who did that island thing where just staying on the main island, he's never getting that time back.
No, and it probably took him like months to do.
And that man's name? Albert Einstein.
Probably.
All right, can we get out of Pandaria?
Yes, let's get out of Pandaria, please.
Get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. All right, we are moving on now.
Just some news, everyone.
Guys, are you ready for some news?
Yeah.
Read all about it. Latest football scores. Morning paper. Morning Star. Paper, mister?
It's time for old news.
Nothing interesting on this. I mean, these are interesting, just not like. Oh, it's just in my opinion, I think it's really cool because it shows that these are two successful franchises.
Go ahead, hit us with it, Josh.
Yeah,
July
go.
7th through the 9th, they had the celebration of Metal Gear's 25th anniversary. So 25 years of Metal Gear.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then right behind that, August 24th to the 31st, Street Fighter franchise celebrating their 25th. Obviously, you're wondering, why did they do it for a couple of days? Dude, they were partying, okay? There was beer, there was everything.
They were fighting in the streets, man.
They dressed up as their favorite characters from their franchises, and they either fought each other or snuck around each other in boxes, okay?
Fun fact about this, or actually not fun. Well, it's not fun. It's kind of sad. But, so this was 10 years ago. Both of these series are now 35 years old.
You ready for this? Have you guys heard the rumors of the remasters of Metal Gear Solid 1 through 3?
I have heard rumors. I heard a rumor that it was both, or I'm sorry, all three, but then I heard another rumor that it was just Snake Eater.
I want all three.
I
better
all
get
three.
all three. They're all great games. And honestly, give me the Twin Snakes version of Metal Gear Solid. You don't have
Silicon
to
Knights did
remaster-
really good. They did really good with that.
It stuck to everything that was so good about the PS1 version and made it better, in my opinion.
I want all three redone with the camera from 4 and 5. That's a lot
4
of
and
work,
5
I know. I'm asking a
4
lot.
and 5 are technically two different cameras.
4 kind of had
It was a
behind the back.
mixture of 3 and 5.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
3, yeah, because 3 had a really good camera in Subsistence. Like they were finally just like put the camera behind Snake.
Yeah.
So here's a take. Who would you
another
want?
Jake take 2 and 1. Here we go.
Takey. Who would you want to play as Solid Snake in a movie?
They've already
Or
got
show.
somebody, and I agree with the casting. Oscar
Do they?
Isaac.
That's a good one.
That's who they have. All right, I have a better Jakey Takey. Who do you want playing Revolver Ocelot?
Ooh.
I have a good one, but I want to hear what you two think.
So are we talking old Revolver Ocelot? Or are we talking young?
Whoever. Whichever age.
Oh man, that's still tough.
Because you'll hear mine and you'll automatically be like, yeah, fuck me. Yeah.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Jake's just going to be like Lance Reddick.
Django Unchained. Who played Doc?
That was, what is his name? Christoph Waltz.
I think he could do a decent
I like that.
old Ocelot.
I got nothing.
Gary Oldman.
I guess yeah, that'd be a good take, but hopefully not.
Goddamn.
Okay.
Hopefully
see you
not
there.
not like Tiptoes Gary Oldman.
Not Tiptoes Gary. Not Tiptoes Gary. More like, Rise of the Planet of the Apes Gary or Dark Knight Gary.
Who would play Liquid?
Liquid. Oh, man. This
So
is a tough one.
just thinking about this now. The guy that plays as the king's brother in House of the Dragon, I feel like would be great.
Yep. There you go. Yep.
All right, guys, we're missing the most important character right now, though.
Otacon.
Otacon. Charlie Day. Oh, Snake!
He's gonna piss himself though.
Seriously though, it's got to be someone who's super serious. Adam Driver.
Okay. Is he gonna have like the hair too?
Yeah, he's already got the hair.
What? Well, yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
A Hindy. And then let's see. Is there anyone else? Vulcan Raven. He's Inuit, right? I believe he's Inuit. He has a speech about his people in the container.
This is gonna be The Rock. We already know it's gonna be Dwayne.
It'd probably be The Rock. Sniper Wolf. Got to be Russian. Don't make it Scarlett Johansson, for the love of God. Don't do that.
No, Meryl is gonna be.
Yeah, Meryl's gonna be Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's gonna be Jennifer Lawrence.
No, Jennifer Lawrence. I figured they'd make. What's her name? The one who injects fox dye into Snake.
Oh, Naomi.
Naomi.
I like that one. I like that cast. That's a good casting. Who is Gray Fox?
Ooh. Okay, that's a tough one too.
That one's gonna be Jared Leto.
No, get the fuck out of here.
He needs to redeem himself.
There's no redeeming Cold Master Jared.
Hey, first off, side note, Morbius is actually on Netflix.
Not watching it.
I have no idea what.
I might watch it. Just to say I watched it.
Just say I watch it.
Josh has been Morbin all along.
Michael Keaton would be a good
Gray Fox.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton? Batman's Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
I think maybe like a Colonel Campbell, but he's too old to play Gray Fox.
Well, Gray Fox is also damaged and old. Like it's
yeah, but Snake and Gray Fox are like in their 30s or 40s. Michael Keaton is pushing 60, I think.
Okay, that's fair. Who's playing the DARPA chief?
John Goodman. Wait, is DARPA chief the one that is the decoy octopus is disguised as?
I think so.
Just have fun with that one. Have fun with that. Just make it somebody crazy.
Oh, who's gonna be Psycho Mantis?
You never really see their face, so it'd have to be someone like with a crazy
Daniel
voice.
Radcliffe.
Who?
Daniel Radcliffe. Just
all
because.
Right.
Why not?
All right.
Why not?
All right. We're
Yeah,
gonna need to write
I
all these down.
that.
I'm gonna tweet these later. Who else? Who are we missing? Who are we missing?
Did we say Campbell officially?
I think Michael Keaton make good Campbell.
So we're gonna have Vin Diesel make the Metal Gear Rex noises.
Okay, so who's gonna play? So obviously, Liquid plays as like he's disguising himself as whatchamacallit, guy with sunglasses. I'm super cool. I'd teach.
Colonel Mitchell. Well, it's gonna be the same guy that's playing.
Is it
Yeah,
still,
it's
like-
gotta be the same. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were gonna make it the same thing or not. You know what I mean?
Master Mitchell.
Master Miller.
Master Miller. There it is. Master Miller.
Yeah.
Who else? Did we do Sniper Wolf? We didn't decide on Sniper Wolf.
I don't know really.
You know
for
That,
Sniper Wolf.
what's the chick? Who's the chick that plays as Kill Bill?
Is that Uma Thurman?
Yeah, Uma Thurman. Jake, really?
She'd be too old.
I think she could play Sniper Wolf's mother, maybe.
I don't think she. I think you
I'm,
can go with her
I'm
being
trying to
Sniper Wolf.
remember how old Sniper Wolf is.
I think
though.
Sniper Wolf is like 25. I don't know. I just remember Otacon being really creepy, so she might be a little younger.
Okay.
But I mean, Kojima like over sexualizes everyone in those games.
It says at death she is in her 20s. So.
Well, you know what? We'll save it. We'll have a whole episode where we do Dreamcast it. We'll do a Dreamcast
that's gonna be
episode.
Mila. It's gonna be Mila, dude.
Did you say Mila?
Mila.
Stop. Jake, do you have a meme for us?
I have plenty. Me
Time.
playing CS:GO on the plane. Headphones unplugged. Me. Whoops. CS:GO. Bomb has been planted.
All right, Jake.
We need that sound bite right there.
It's a good meme. You have to. Did you even listen to the last episode? I added the soundbite for you.
He did add the soundbite for you, Jake.
What if I told you I didn't?
I'm not gonna. If you're not gonna listen, I'm not gonna add the soundbite. I'm sorry.
Hey, gentlemen, welcome to Dubai.
I'm adding. Hold on. I have to write that. I have to update the memes because this is the sloppiest fucking episode we've ever recorded. All right, it's quiz time. We've been recording for an hour and 9 minutes. Let's do this quiz.
All right, guys. It is pop culture of 2012. So this is how we're going to do it. Obviously, starting out, since who's doing the quiz or who's doing the
Jake's doing the speed cap. I have to write the.
Okay.
What
So
do we call it? Quizmaster.
yes, Quizmaster.
I'm Quizmaster.
No, butthole.
Anyway,
Stick that banana up your ass.
so here's the deal. So I'm gonna let Jake go first. As far as it's gonna go Jake, then Nick, and then vice versa.
Is it 5
Follow
questions,
this
Josh?
question. I have 6 questions just in case the last question could be up to 3 points.
Okay.
It just depends on how you guys do with the 5. It ends up being a tie. The 6th question will definitely make that fix.
It will
All right.
blow your butthole.
All right, guys, are you ready for the 2012 pop culture quiz?
Yes. Jake is first.
Jake is first. So, Jake, what 2 movies fought toe-to-toe for the #1 domestic box office spot
In 2012?
in 2012?
There's no multiple choice.
No multiple choice.
I don't know this.
You guys wanted hard? I'm giving you hard. Think about your
I don't know
childhoods.
I don't even know what movies were. Avengers.
Yeah, that's one movie. What's the other movie?
Transformers. I don't know.
All right, Nick?
I think it was Avengers and there was a Pirates of the Caribbean that year.
Okay, so both of you get half a point. There is Avengers in there, but it was the Avengers and Dark Knight Rises.
I didn't think Dark Knight Rises did that well. Son of a bitch.
I did. It was number 2 with 800 million, or 1 billion, and then Avengers had 1.2 billion.
Huh. Was it the first Avengers or Age of Ultron?
The first Avengers.
Oh, I was thinking that was like either like 2011 or something like that.
I kept thinking Dark Knight Rises was further than that. I was not thinking it was 2012. It really blew my mind when I did this. Anyway, moving forward. Yeah, Nick, next question's for you. Name the South Korean artist and their song that swept the world in 2012.
Oh, come on.
His name is Psy, and the song is called Gangnam Style.
Jake?
Yes, that's exact. I'm gonna say the same thing. I mean,
Okay, well, Nick
it's
gets the
obvious.
point. So, Nick gets. Well, wait, do you guys want both a point for that, or is it just the person who got
Just
it right?
the just the first person.
Okay, so Nick gets the point. So Nick's in the lead with 1 point. Jake, making almost 700 million at the box office, what movie based on a popular book series was released?
Twilight.
Nick?
The answer is Hunger Games.
Nick got it right.
Son of a bitch! I was
Jake-
like,
Jake, you weren't wrong though. Part 2 of Twilight, the last whatever the hell it's called movie, that was released that year as well.
No points for Jake.
But no points for Jake.
I'm always overthinking this shit.
All right, next question. Nick, name the show that ended with a big reveal that your wives still talk about?
Motherfucker, is this fucking Real Housewives?
Nick?
Is it Desperate Housewives?
It is Gossip Girl.
XOSO.
This quiz sucks.
It's hard and it's pop culture, and I think it's good. So fuck yourself.
What's the score, Josh?
It is Nick 2.5 points.
I'm about to
Jake
smash.
5 points.
I'm about to smash my head in.
Next
So,
question.
Next question, Jacob. Frank Ocean had his debut album on July 10th, 2012. What is the name of it?
I didn't never listen to Frank Ocean.
I know Nick knows this, so
I was never on this
I think
train.
it's the self-titled album, Frank Ocean.
oh, it actually Nick doesn't know it. It is actually Channel Orange.
That was totally going to be my third guess.
All right, just to make it fair for Jake, because I want to see him either attempt to win or at least redeem himself here. We're to the sixth question.
No mercy, no mercy. Keep going. Keep going.
No mercy.
Yeah, no mercy, no mercy. Fuck
Keep
that.
going.
So just keep going.
Just keep going. No mercy.
All right. So this one, I'm going to give you guys 3 chances to earn a point. So you'll get, if you get 3 right, you get 3 points. Name, and Nick will start this one out. Name a top 100 Billboard song from
From
2012.
2012. What was 2012? 10 years ago. I think Adele was. So I think "Rolling in the Deep" is one of them.
It is one. Jake,
Top 10, you said?
top 100
Top 100?
Mhm.
In 2012?
in 2012.
All gold, all everything?
No.
Oh, it was at one point.
My next guess is "Shine Bright Like a Diamond" by Rihanna.
No.
You got through those 100 songs really quick, Josh.
I have the
Yeah.
search function going on here. Do you want to test me?
Test me. 2012.
Ooh, I got another one.
Gangnam Style was up there, right?
Son of a bitch, he's right.
Yeah, he's right. So he gets a point. I should have said you can't name that one, but Jake got a point there.
I was gonna be the first one I named, but I didn't want to make it that easy.
My next answer is "Someone That I Used to Know" by Goitier.
Yeah, that was actually number 1 that year.
That's such a shitty song. I hate
It's
it.
so
I
good.
agree 100%. I hate that song. It's so
Yeah,
And
it's
those guys
so,
still are
it
making music.
overplayed
It's
it.
lovely.
that you used to know.
Go ahead, Jake.
All right,
Name another
Jake.
song. You can't.
You probably can't.
I've got another one already.
2012. Let's see.
I mean, once you guys hear half these songs, you're gonna kick yourselves in the ass. At least the top 10.
I'm already kicking myself in the ass. Is it A Ladies in there?
Hey, ladies.
Yeah. Is it Travis Scott? Travis Porter?
No.
No.
Josh, I'm gonna go with "Pumped Up Kicks."
Nope.
I've got another one.
I mean, you guys have gone through your 3, but you can keep going if you want.
All right, just name. We've already gone through our 3. I've
right,
won
I'm
this,
gonna-
obviously. Go ahead and.
I'm gonna
feed
give you
us.
the top 10. I'm gonna give you the top 10. So Nick got the first one. Somebody that I used to know. "Call Me Maybe" was number 2.
Oh wait,
Oh.
is there a Maroon 5 song in there?
There is a Maroon 5 song in here. Yes.
Phone?
Payphone. Yes.
Payphone?
Payphone is number 4. "Lights" by Ellie Goulding. "Glad You Came" by The Wanted.
Oh, so good. They should have won new artist of the year at the MTV Awards that year.
They should have. "Stronger" by Kelly Clarkson. Number 7. Number 8, "We Found Love," Rihanna featuring Calvin Harris.
I knew she was on that goddamn list.
"Starships," Nicki Minaj.
That's
I knew a Nicki Minaj song would be up there.
And number 10, "What Makes You Beautiful" by One Direction.
what makes. Now Harry Styles is fucking spitting on people.
They enjoy every moment of that. Yeah,
So-
that was your top 10.
So I win.
What shitty game you picking, Nick, huh? Let's hear
Oh,
it.
what are my choices? Oh, well, fudge, there's only one with a story here. I guess I'm going with Sleeping Dogs.
He could have done half our Black Mesa.
Too easy. Too easy, Josh. I'm on to you. I'm on to you.
You just say it. He could have done that.
I'm on to you. So, Jake, next week we'll be doing the speed cap for Sleeping Dogs. I will be your quiz master. We don't have the dares yet. Give it some time to think. Unless you have one, Jake. Do you have one?
A what?
Do you have a dare
dare.
in case I lose? If you hit 30, do you have something for me to do?
Yeah. No, not at the moment though, but I'll think of something.
I've got one.
Let's hear it.
If you lose, if you score under 30 points, the next time you stream a video game, you have to drink 16 floor ounces of Pilk. For those who don't know, Pilk is Pepsi and milk.
Watching Nick
are
drink
you,
it looks disgusting.
Are you going to ship it to me?
Jake, you're going to drive down to the local 7-Eleven. You're going to grab a half gallon of milk. You're going to grab a 2 liter of cola, your favorite beverage. Could be RC Cola. I don't care. And you're going to fill the glass yourself.
What if I told you that Pepsi is illegal in the state of Iowa?
It's not, because I was just in Iowa and I saw a bottle of it. Nice try.
Oh, Pilk, you haunt me.
If you need more time to think about my punishment, by all means, think about it. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us. We'll be doing 2012 Q4 next week. We'll be getting out of 2012. It's kind of felt like a lackluster year because it kind of was. It was the last full year of this console generation. It went out with a whimper. What can we say? As always, you can find me, Nick, on Twitter at That Kaufman, on Twitch at Nick Fat Night. Same for YouTube. Actually been playing around with some scenes on the OBS, and I think I'm going to start streaming again here soon. Just got to get some ducks in a row. Jake, where can the people find you?
You can find me on all the social medias that have the name Jakey Boy Kaufman in it. You got Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch,
Fans.
YouTube, OnlyFans, Bebo, MySpace, Photo Bucket, surprisingly.
He's also on Craigslist. Josh, where can the people find you?
You don't find me. I find you.
And you can
Bang,
find him
bang.
on Twitter at I'm Josh Sang.
That is correct.
Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We are smashing game time. We hope you had a smashing great time. We will see you next time. It's weirding me out.